So have we got any other advice for musicians? I mean, they're going to need their own PA kits.
Gonna need a PA kit, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can get them secondhand. There's loads on like Facebook Marketplace, like those Roland Street Cubes.
They're amazing.
I've never had. I had one. They're like the good little busking ones, aren't
Yeah.
they? They're actually quite good, and you can get them for like 150 odd quid on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a bit more.
Is it a bit more?
It is a bit more.
Maybe I had a really bad one. I maybe had like a first gen one, but
I think like all you need really is a microphone. You need your leads. You need a PA kit.
a capo. I rely heavily on capo. Please don't call them capos. Yeah. I think some more advice is when you go to an open mic, bring your phone and set it up to record yourself. That way you can learn and look back at your performance, see what you can improve. So if like your mic technique's a bit off, like if you're too far or too close, you can look back on it. If you know your stage presence, you can look back and learn.
I really like that idea, actually. Really like that idea. However, I've had myself recorded for quite a long time.
True.
And I don't really look back up myself. I find it cringeworthy. So if you're
I
like
can
me,
understand that.
I know that there are times when I'm gigging and I'm like, oh, that sounded really good. Or I'm like, no, that did not work. So then you just make a mental note of it. And that can also be
does help.
Be quite good for you.
Definitely.
I was going to say something else as well. Oh yeah, driving. You need
a car.
a driving license, or
You
you
do.
need an incredible mother or father or best friend or brother or whoever who can take you to gigs.
Definitely.
I know there are some really successful musicians who
sponge
don't.
off of lifts.
Well, who sponge off of lifts and who also don't drive.
Yeah,
And
and
it's-
that's just really going to limit you.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because there's some amazing venues like outside of your town, so don't limit yourself to them.
Yeah.
I know driving's expensive, but once you start gigging, it pays for the petrol
Pays for the petrol.
sometimes.
Yes.
We're kidding, it does.
Yeah.
But you're going to need it because you can't rely on someone. Say if you've got a gig on Friday night and you're relying on a lift from your mum, and then she says, "Oh no, I've got plans." You're buggered, aren't you?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Can't let them down.
And the
Street
best thing
cred.
as well about driving is you get to play the most awesome game of Tetris.
You do.
I started in a little Nissan Micra when I started gigging.
Kia Picanto for me.
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was so funny
It is
trying
fun.
to get my equipment in the car.
I've got it down to a T. It's down to a fine art now in my Fiat 500L. Not a Fiat 500. I'm not one of the Fiat 500 boys from Essex. I have a Fiat 500L. It's a big car. It's a bus. And I can fit all of my equipment in the boot now. And it's all out of sight. And if one finger of it is wrong, it messes up the entire system.
Yeah. It's like when people say, "Oh, do you want a hand putting your equipment in the car?" No.
Nope, nope.
No, thank you. I really
I've got
appreciate it,
this.
but no. It's all good. It's all good.
You can hold the door as we're leaving, though.
Yeah.
That's the hardest bit when you're carrying a speaker, a mic stand, and you're trying to like pull a door without
Yeah.
putting anything down.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
I think I've got my foot down to a T where you literally catch the door
It's
with
the
your
little
foot. And
ankle twist, isn't
Yeah.
it? To nudge it open.
I can only do that with my left ankle though, not my right.
True, don't do it on your right.
But I'm sure this is what every musician knows, is all the little tricks that they've sort of picked up as well.
Exactly.
So that's Tetris.
I used to bring blue tack to my gigs, so I can put them on the mic stands. Because when it was like really warm and sweaty during summer, I'd constantly drop picks. So I'd like put blue tack on the mic stand with some picks.
There is actually a device, a thing
you
that
can
you
get
can
little
put on there with
things.
the little slots.
I had one, but I left it at Club 85 like 5 years ago,
Oh, that's really
and
sad.
it's probably gone now.
Do you know, I found one at Club 85 a few years ago, joking.
I want it back. No, that was great. I do need to invest in another one of them
Yeah,
because they were handy.
yeah, they were really cool. Okay.